The views and opinions expressed by the guests and others do not reflect the broadcast of Nick at Night or those associated with this brand. Nick at Night does not condone the overindulgence of alcoholic beverages, nor do we support drinking and driving. Please drink responsibly. Hey y'all, welcome back to Nick at Night. I am your girl, Miss Nick.
It's your boy P, King to a God. What's up, Nick? Welcome back.
I'm back.
I know, Thailand and all of that good stuff.
Birthday behavior. It really shouldn't be over yet because it's not the end of tourist season yet.
Well,
I normally go.
Started April 1st. It's May.
I'm an April baby, so I got to celebrate April.
You know what?
And then I'm a Taurus, so I got to push this thing all the way out. I got to see it through.
Let me apologize. Who am I to rain on a black woman's
I got to see this shit through.
See it through. Go as long as you want.
And this was my milestone year.
Yeah. How you feeling? Your knees still good?
No, but let me tell you something. When we was in Thailand, it seemed like after 2 drinks, I was drunk. I was like, is this some shit that come with 50? What's going on? But I think I wasn't eating enough. I think that's what it was.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm not, we can't be having that now. Come on now, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. All right.
50 can't be putting me to sleep.
Oh, okay. Shit, I took a nap today.
I did too. Yeah. I logged off work and went late in the bed, set an alarm. I needed to refresh. I did.
You'll see.
I did. We got some guests with us today. We got Nikisa.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, y'all.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
And we got Adigun.
Hello, family. Hey, Nick.
Hey.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Before we jump into the topics, I want to make sure y'all go out there and follow us on social media at Miss Nick at Night on all platforms. Paul, where can they find you?
TheRealP.I.G, Instagram, Lemonade, the other
TikTok.
One. TikTok. Shit, I don't know.
Nikisa, where can the people find you? Or do you want to be found?
No, I can be found. You can find me on all social media platforms at Nikisa Green, NIKISAGREEN.
Okay.
And Adigun.
I'm not on all of them.
Okay.
I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and IG.
Okay. Where can they find you?
Adigun 95 IG and Adigun last name on Facebook.
Okay.
Adigun last name.
Yeah.
If you know it, you know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
If you know, you know.
Right.
That part. Well, we're going to jump into tonight's conversation.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Friend zoning. Once you in there, can you get out? And we're going to speak from both the male and female perspective.
Okay.
Everybody know I got a bunch of male friends, right? I feel like, and I have heard men say, they are very intentional in the door because they do not want to end up in that fucking friend zone, right?
Right.
But sometimes you just end up being friends because I feel like, in dating, who you get in dating and who you get as a friend are often 2 different people.
Yes, it is, Lord.
It's often 2 different.
Okay.
It's very different. It's very different.
It is. And sometimes y'all can be great at being friends and not great at being in a relationship.
Okay.
So, but I also hear a lot of people talk about, especially men, talk about women meet them and just immediately put them in a friend zone without even trying to date or anything. They just immediately get in a friend zone.
No, that game is weak. That's why.
That's what that is.
Or they just not interested, right? They don't want to be bothered.
Right.
Off the rip.
Right. Do women like that though? Do
Absolutely.
y'all? Because I feel like men are always, we look at men as being hunters. Men are going to pursue. So if they like you, they going to pursue your ass, right? How does a woman end up in the friend zone?
For me, it's based off of the things that
that you seen her do.
Well, not only seeing her do, but what her package is. You know what I mean? That includes the children.
In your words, tell me more.
You ain't shit. But that her package is everything about her. So her children, the age of the children,
Okay.
the demeanor of the children, the relationship with the children. It's a lot of that. Her career, what she's doing,
Okay.
you know.
Her career.
Yeah.
What does her career have to do with you putting her in the friend zone? What would her career be? You mean like a stripper or something? Like, how can her career put her in the friend zone?
Because your career tells me a lot about your aspiration and what where you've gotten. We talking about at this age, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if your ass is working a bunch of part-time jobs and you're not an entrepreneur, fuck, I look like, yeah, you friend zone.
But,
Call
but
me.
if she's able to take care of herself without the assistance of anybody, because she's single, right? And she's able to take care of herself before she met you, why does it matter?
Because it does. To me,
I need to understand this. I've never heard that before.
listen, I mean, if we talking about the real, this is my
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
This is my real.
Yeah.
That's a thing for me. That is a thing for me.
So you don't care that she, like, say she
Nah.
got her own house and car and like she's thriving because she has part-time jobs.
No, it depends. Well, see, we're not. So in some of the stuff that you're asking, right? So we're talking about an immediate friend zone.
Okay.
So
Okay, I got you. You don't get to see everything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see everything.
I got you. Yeah.
Now, if conversation, and plus in that conversation, you may lose me in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your conversation ain't about shit,
Right.
I'm tapping
Yeah.
out. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's the first and last call for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Can she ever come back from the last call or?
Yeah, because I'm not rude. But if the second one is the
But
same way,
at that point, your mental status is already like,
I'm looking at the next. So you got to do a lot more in that second conversation. Yeah.
Deacon,
You
do
said how
women,
low?
do they get, have you,
Yeah.
is there
but
a
see,
reason a woman can immediately get put in the friend zone?
Yeah, but I look at it a little different.
Okay.
Right? I don't look at it as the friend zone being bad.
Okay.
We date out of order anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
In baseball term, I use that as simple. How you hit a home run and still be out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You miss first, second, third base.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know or you don't. We go straight to dating.
Right.
Straight to
right,
fucking. I
right,
can't cuss on
right.
that.
Yeah. Go right ahead. Absolutely.
You know, we
Have
go
you
straight
heard
to
me
that.
talk?
Right.
Like,
You know, we go straight to that. I don't even know her.
Mm-hmm.
2 months, I find out I don't even like her.
Yeah.
Right. So friend zone to me
mhm.
is a good thing because you get a chance to know her. You can be friend down. I like being friends with her.
Yeah,
Right. Because
yeah,
you're gonna get
yeah.
a raw side
Yeah.
of who
That's
she
very
really
true.
is.
Right.
Right.
That's very
Absolutely.
true.
And then you can make all your decisions on who you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of good women.
Yeah.
That's my friend. They just
Yeah.
badass women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's like, okay, this is my pick right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a chance to really
Yeah.
see
Yeah. Yeah.
with no blinders who they really are.
Yeah.
So I love friend zone. Hell yeah,
I feel
do.
like
That's
as
an
a
interesting way
woman,
to look at it.
it
Yes.
is, and I can understand that take on it too. I can understand that take on it. I can't say. So I'm not one of them that because a man is talking to me, I assume he like me or he flirt.
Right. That
Like
part.
we just have conversation,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And the conversation could be cool. So I'm not just assuming that he wants to date me, right?
Yeah.
So if we meet, it is what it is at this point. Until he open up his mouth and say, "Hey, I'm interested in you," then I just assume, shit, we just cool, right?
Right.
But I don't look at. I can't say. Well, I can say the thing that will make a man get put immediately in the friend zone is me observing how he move. And if he moving in her face and her face and her face and her, boy, please, we can't do shit but be friends.
And
but
his
hey,
breath
we
stink.
cool. Oh,
Right. Yeah.
but even if the breath stink, it's like, God damn, nigga, shit.
But that's something that could be fixed, though.
That
That's
is
not like
something
a
that could be
permanent
fixed. That's
issue.
true.
You know what I'm
Breath could be
saying?
fixed.
Send up, yeah, they can go to the dentist.
I was joking.
Take
I'm
some
being silly.
antibiotics, get their breath together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being silly.
Yeah.
That's all.
Toothbrush and toothpaste to start with. I mean, shit. Let's go with the basics.
But yeah, that would make a man get immediately in a friend zone with me, because it's like, dude, because I don't do all that. If you need this attention
No, you
from
don't
all
do
these
all of
different
that,
women.
but your friends come in your face. So what if the dude
But
is
the
interested in you and he's watching you and he see all these men come in your face?
He see them coming to me. He
It's
don't
still-
see me all up in every nigga face. You know,
Yeah,
him,
but
him,
now
and him.
you're talking about the difference in how men and women have to move, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so a
can see
man
that.
coming into a situation, if he knows the women that are there, he is going to go greet them.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
don't
can see
mean
that.
You see what I'm saying?
I could see
I think
that.
it's a difference between a man greeting people that he knows as him being in their face and kind of like entertaining more. So like flirting, damn baby, you look good, and then going over here, oh, you look so good, and oh, let me buy you a
but
drink.
he's
Let me buy
single,
you
though,
a drink.
right?
Let me buy you a drink.
Isn't that what he's there for, though? He's single, right?
He is, but
Yeah.
He's supposed to go
I
have
think-
a good time.
right. So for me, looking at that, it's like, okay, now I'm judging you, which I should be. I'm judging you based off of what I see, you know, because it's like, do I want a man that operates like that? Because he's still going to operate like that when he gets with me. So it's
Maybe
like,
not.
Maybe not, though.
Maybe
And
not.
there is a difference. There is a difference in speaking to people. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, right? And then, like what she said, hey, girl, shit, what, you looking good today? Or you got your arm around her waist and you touching her.
She's
So
thirsty.
you
Yeah.
kikiing.
Yeah.
not, well, not even
You said
necessarily.
kiki.
You kikiing all extra hard, showing all your teeth.
Yeah, and not to even say thirsty. Just you a ladies man. Like
Yeah.
you can tell a ladies man, and if you a ladies man, like I'm not the least bit insecure, but I don't share. If I'm in a
Oh my
relationship,
God.
I do not
Girl.
share.
Yeah, but you're not
Yes.
in a relationship at this point.
I understand that. I understand that.
You could be
But
missing out on your husband.
the thing is, a lot, you know, especially at this age,
Right.
you know, y'all go through a little midlife crisis.
Oh my gosh. Here
They
we
in
go. Here's the
denial
attack.
about that part.
Here's the
Uh-huh.
attack coming. Go ahead,
And
man.
then you need this attention from these women.
Yeah.
And if you need that attention, because rest assured, even if it's just playful on your part, it's going to be one of them bitches that's going to be disrespectful.
Yep.
Always.
And I don't do disrespectful bitches.
Oh
That's-
my
that's-
goodness.
So that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So to alleviate all of that,
Right.
if you one of them that like that fucking attention, I'm going to let you have it and we can be friends. No, nigga, that's it. I know how you move. And I'm going to talk to you like my friend.
Mm.
What's
Yeah.
this midlife crisis shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is-
I don't know what that shit is about, honestly. I think
people has used it as an excuse, but
Yeah, I think it's an
about
excuse,
choices,
but I
and
mean,
a lot
it
of
could-
people
it-
don't make that.
Yeah.
there are
that
choice.
choice.
You definitely it is a conscious choice. It's a conscious choice, and that's one of the things that I say. If you are willing to sacrifice your relationship for some attention from these random
Come on,
bitches,
girl, and
that's the
preach.
choice that you
Yeah.
make. And if you make that choice, stand on that shit.
That's right.
Because
Because you
I
can't
don't
come.
share.
You can't
Yeah.
come back over here.
Yeah, ain't no
You're
coming
done.
back. If you want to, if
There's no
this what you
coming back?
want,
You're done.
Yeah, but all right, so I'm gonna jump on the other side of the fence just to jump on the other side of the fence. 'Cause-
as he always do.
yeah. So if I'm unaware of how you of what you are perceiving something to be, innocent on my part.
Hold on. Hold on.
So you didn't have to say the innocent part.
Because there is a difference. I can understand you not perceiving
Right.
what I see. I
Right.
can understand that. But if you continue to entertain it, that's where. So, okay. See,
I
you
get
trying to catch me up on my
no,
words.
I'm not. I'm gonna
Okay.
let you have it.
Okay.
I'm with you. Let's keep going.
if you are oblivious to the shit, that's one thing.
right.
But that's good though.
But
That's
that-
good because
yeah.
I get to watch you in your element and how you actually operate and move.
But the difference is because he on this never coming, ain't no coming back. Right, I know where he going with this shit. So
I mean, we are talking about friend zone, right?
the thing is, if you are oblivious to the shit, that's one thing.
right.
But if you know and you actively seeking the attention, that's when there's no coming back. Because you like this shit. You know what I mean? You like this shit. And even if we get through this shit today. We gonna be back here tomorrow because this is what you need. Like some people like attention.
You're definitely talking about a person you're in a relationship with. They
Yes.
shouldn't be moving like that anyway.
But so this is what we're talking about with the midlife crisis. Because if they are at a point in life where they feeling down on themselves and they need that attention,
They're
they need to
aging.
feel like they still got it.
Yeah, that part.
And so
That's the
they'll
part.
go out there
Yeah.
to seek this attention
Yep.
to prove that they still got it.
Yep.
But that's where I say you
Who
making
said
that
that,
conscious
though?
decision.
I think
It
I
happens.
think we're talking about two different type of men. I mean,
Okay.
they're different men, right? But I think you guys are talking about men that have developed late.
Develop late.
Yeah,
I'm
developed
with you
late.
right there.
Because some of us
I can
had
agree
it
with
at a young age. Like,
And
I'm
so,
never going to
yeah.
question whether I have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And me
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
If you've had it all your life, then
You ain't got it.
you
got
used
it.
to
But a
that,
lot,
right?
but see, no, because these men, they have a glow up. I don't know if y'all know what glow up means. So, like with women,
One with the beard.
What's that?
That beard has changed the game for a
Y'all-
lot
y'all-
of niggas.
y'all-
I can't
did
even
that.
grow facial hair.
I'm just saying they didn't have that beard before, so they didn't get that attention.
and now they
before.
look totally
It's
different
your
from how they was
fault.
looking.
Blame yourselves. Y'all done created pages for these motherfuckers. That is your fault.
But what we saying is that's that glow up that she talking about.
I
So
get it.
and it's a part of what you saying as far
So
as
now they getting all
late.
this new attention from
Yeah.
all different type of women that
And they
they
don't know how to
wasn't
turn
getting
it
as
down.
they was getting older.
Yeah, but you encouraged him to go get somebody else's hair and glue on his
Oh,
goddamn
that's
face.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because not all of them really got beards. Some of them shits is glue-ons.
That's crazy.
Oh, I ain't know that.
But it looked
Oh,
good.
no, it's horrible.
But it looked
Oh,
good.
but it looked good. Now it looked good. You see what I'm saying?
So these guys now is getting this movie star status.
And so
Yeah.
now they don't know how to turn it down.
And the women are going crazy about it. And they like, oh,
well, obviously they
Yeah.
didn't know who they were in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean-
because
I
if
agree
you,
with that.
if you
I
got to let
agree.
something
Yeah.
like that
Validate who you are. at
validate
that
who
point.
you are, then
Right.
you were never him.
Right,
Nah.
right.
So
That's
okay,
true.
Yeah.
so y'all acting like y'all don't have no male friends that y'all know that act like that.
No.
I
Really?
don't.
No.
I don't either.
Yeah, this is
All
a
my
new to
friends
y'all.
are- All my friends are like-minded.
Yeah.
So, and I can
Right.
agree
And
with
they're
that because
grown.
me and Keisha talk about this all the time. It was years before we even like women do this type of shit because we don't do this shit. Like,
Right.
oh, they
Yeah.
actually do this shit.
Yeah.
So I can agree with that. I can agree with y'all not understanding because your immediate crew
Yeah.
is not like because it's
But your
it's a lot
immediate
of
crew
shit. We be
always been like that. What about when y'all was younger and childish, like in y'all 20s or something?
yeah, but
you know?
we always check each other.
We have always
my
held each other
goodness.
accountable.
You saying that all that y'all
My friend.
men be sitting up
Oh,
there
yeah, yeah.
checking y'all and keeping y'all
Absol-
accountable.
Absolutely.
And do you? But do you
we do that now?
Do you have friends that don't listen though? Like you
No.
check them and they don't listen?
No,
Oh,
No.
yeah, I have one.
I don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's a habitual line stepper. That's what he does.
I know some good guys.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad guy.
Yeah, but
He's just a habitual line stepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
It's expected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the
My
same
crew don't
time,
listen
you know, we
either.
gonna talk about this shit, huh?
My crew don't listen either. We talk about it, but we gonna talk about it, but they don't listen. And y'all know y'all don't.
Man, I'm grateful, man, dude. I got
No.
some great guys around.
And I just be like, okay.
Okay. So
They say I don't
side
listen
note,
too, though.
A side note from you saying you got some great guys, right? So this be my thing too. Before, when I was single, right? You got some great guys that are unmarried or divorced.
Hey, I'm married.
But I'm saying, do you have any that are unmarried or divorced?
I'm divorced.
It's just you. So the rest of your crew
No.
married.
There's a couple single guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in that, right? And you say you could know all these beautiful women
Mm-hmm.
and that you know, y'all in the friend zone or whatever, you made your choice, you chose that one
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Why y'all not hooking those amazing women up with y'all amazing male friends that y'all say y'all have?
I don't get in the middle of that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't.
But I can
I do
can
not.
understand that because if that shit don't work,
Right.
now everybody looking
You
at
lost
you.
two friends.
And so, like, even
And they- but
crews
they
hanging
looking
out
at
with
you.
the crews,
Yeah.
right? Now you ain't smashed somebody. Now
Yeah.
you can't really come
Yeah.
around no more
Yeah.
because it's funny at
It's-
you,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Nah.
I definitely can agree with that.
And then we don't know them in a relationship.
Yes,
You
like I
know,
said,
I don't know the
relationship-
women. I don't
yeah.
know my female friends in a relationship.
Right.
The ones that I am close enough to, and we kind of talk about certain things. Eh,
Yeah,
okay,
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
But you
Like,
still
ain't-
don't know your male friends, how
No.
they are in a relationship, and you don't know if they gonna be compatible.
You
and
don't.
then
And
'cause
people
then
be
you get
lying.
people be lying, and then you get the. But why he ain't answer my call? Or now you put me in the middle of y'all shit. I don't
Yeah.
want to be in the
I
middle of
don't wanna
y'all
be in the
shit.
See,
middle.
I wouldn't want that because
Yeah.
if say you introduce me, if I was single and you introduce me to somebody, I'm not. If I can't get a hold of him, I'm not about to call you and be
Yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it. Like that's
you
Where
should-
he
that's
at?
messy.
Yeah,
You shouldn't.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
messy.
I agree.
Now you already
Yeah.
did your part. You introduced
Yeah.
me. Now it's on me to go from there. But to put you in the middle of our mess or whatever disagreements or whatever
Mm-hmm.
case. But I mean, if he a good guy, like you said, you got all these good guys, then you shouldn't be getting no call anyway.
Well,
so.
let's turn it around. You got good female friends, right? Do you have male friends in the friend zone, or had?
Yes.
Okay, and you got good female friends, right?
Yes.
Have you matched them up with any of your good male friends?
No, because I know how it matters about their personality too. So I'm not gonna match somebody that I feel like her personality ain't gonna match with him, or because of how she is, it just ain't gonna be a match. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, and then a lot of times, like people be dating, or everybody on different things. So she might be wanting to have a baby and get married, right? And he may not want that because he's still
Divorced,
trying to
been there,
see.
done
You know what I'm
that,
saying? He's
Yeah.
already done that. So it just depends on also what level you are. And sometimes the friends, they don't match the same levels or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's fair.
One of the questions that I had though, because so I don't know if I have ever been friend zoned. And the reason I say that is because most of the men that have tried to talk to me come in the door trying to talk to me, right?
Mhm. That's the initial.
Yeah, so I am accustomed to men coming in, and now, like I said, there may have been some who we talked,
Mhm.
right? I didn't know he was interested, and we became friends.
Right.
I don't know that he put me in a friend zone, or if we just ended up. This is just where we fail, right?
Right.
But my thing is, and you had talked about, a woman being in a friend zone and you kind of feeling her out and peeping her out to see if she is a potential mate, right? At what point, so do you, if you break the friend zone, if you come out of that friend zone, do you do that, or are you waiting for her
Hopefully, it's gonna be her, right?
to break
Because-
the friend zone?
Yeah, let me tell you why. Because you
Okay.
don't want to fuck the friendship up. You
Okay.
don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, right?
Okay.
So looking at your friends and knowing like they going on dates, they crying on your shoulders, right?
Yeah, don't come crying on my shoulder.
Right.
If it's your friend,
It
your
creates
friend.
something, especially if she bad though. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's intelligent. She's
Yeah.
just a bad motherfucker,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You like nigga.
And that
Looking at
part,
love everywhere. It's right here,
that,
right?
but that part right there, even if I'm laying like waiting to get out of the friend zone,
Mm-hmm.
the niggas you fuck with will make me put you in that friend
that's
zone.
true.
That's
Now
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
That matter.
You
That's
deal
why
with this
sometimes I be
bullshit?
like, don't
Yeah.
let me
That's how
see
we
your
do.
ex. Because if I see your ex and they don't look nothing like me, they
Yeah.
none of them tall, none of them brown, and or they look a hot mess,
Yeah.
baby. I don't want you.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
you
And let
friend
me
zone.
I'm gonna say this too.
And then
Probably
especially if
leveled
you,
up, though.
especially if you dealing with some stupid shit,
Ooh,
right? Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
you dealing with?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
You might
Like,
wanna
oh
stay-
yeah, we gonna stay friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I look at it like I dodged the bullet.
yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
the shit you putting up with, like
But let me the flip side of that, you like I would never pull that shit. Right?
So
one,
what you gonna do
and
about
one,
it?
and then
right,
you like,
right.
nigga, love me like you love.
Yeah,
I need somebody to love me like that,
yeah,
right?
But you
Yeah.
can't do that because now you can't act in that moment because she's vulnerable.
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not
Yes.
saying you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because she was about to say, well, why don't you? I assume you was about to say, why don't you speak up now?
Yeah,
You
You
can't
can't.
because she's in a place where you come off as a creep.
Mm.
And you have to
speaking up
protect her,
Trying to,
right?
yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
So
for
how
the
does she
comfort
ever
of
come
her.
out of the
That's
friend
dirty
zone though?
macking.
But how does she
That's
ever come
dirty
out of the
macking.
friend
That's dirty
zone?
macking.
Yeah, that's
Right.
How can she come out the friend zone if you waiting on her? Because like if it was me, if say I liked my friend, I'm not finna be like, oh, now I like you, I want to date you. No, because number one, the man chooses, and it's up to the woman to accept or deny.
That's fair, but
Yeah, but
okay. So
when he
once
chose, you
Wait,
said no.
no, he put her in the friend
No,
zone.
no. Okay, so no, we just talking about friend zone. Period.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
someone I
yeah.
put in, right?
Yeah.
So now once you make that advance, and she like, hold up, now you ain't fucked the relationship.
So
up
you
for
ain't
real.
gonna
You
play
fucked the
around with it
friendship
though
up.
to see.
If
But
she
I'm
ain't
saying
on that
you
with
should see the vibe.
and you like, oh,
But I
I've
will
been
say this.
you've been my friend for 10 years. I love you, right?
but
and
I
she
will say
like,
this.
nah,
No.
bro, that ain't for us.
I
Right.
will say that if y'all are truly friends and you speak your desire, it should not ruin the friendship. It shouldn't ruin the
It's
friendship.
gonna be awkward because then I'm thinking that
but-
when you give me advice, now I gotta trust that you give me advice based off like you not being biased
You're
because
not-
you
yeah,
like
Not
yeah.
it. You
necessarily,
know,
Not
though,
necessarily,
because
though.
you still that friend.
Yeah.
right.
If
You
we
still
are
that
friends, I don't think that should ruin the friendship because I get it, right? And especially at this big age, we always talk about them uncomfortable conversations. It's a conversation.
It-
Yeah.
it is.
I am not at a place where I'm ready for this, or I don't know if we compatible,
Yeah.
relationship wise. But we talk about that shit and we continue on as we have.
but
been.
what if
That
the
rejection
other
is a
person? That's what I was
motherfucker,
going to talk about. Like, what about the bruised ego? Because not
But it
all
shouldn't
men
be-
accept rejection like
That
that.
rejection-
But
Yeah,
it
but that's-
should
They
be.
feel away.
That's why in a friend zone, you gotta be. You gotta know when to take that shot. It's a light
That's true.
shot. It ain't a
That's-
hard
that's
shot.
true.
But
That's
you gotta
true.
take that shot. Every
That's
once in a while, you gotta take that shot.
That's true.
And like you
That's
say, you
true.
got to know when to take.
When
it.
And
to
when to
take
take
the
it.
shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Strategic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't take that
So
shot.
they
when she
say-
pissed at that dude.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
say that's what when Keisha and Spence was here, and Spence say, "Nigga, you had a lot of friends." No, they say that men are always. There's no such thing as a man being a platonic friend with a woman because they always waiting on an opportunity
not
to
true.
hit.
That's not true.
Let me hear
Yeah,
your
I don't
point.
believe that either.
Let me hear your point.
I don't believe that either.
Especially if you're not.
I know that
attracted
there
to
are
her.
some.
That part.
That's easy.
But
Yeah.
that's
easy.
on us, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I have
on us.
plenty of female friends that I'm not attracted to.
Yeah.
I will always be that
Right.
platonic.
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, you're right.
I always,
That's
I-
easy,
I
right?
also have
Yeah.
some female friends.
I do
that
too. I do
Shit
too.
happens. We go in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I agree.
yeah, she gotta come that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She got to
I'm not
open
gonna-
that door. Yeah,
She
yeah.
gotta open that door.
I agree.
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying. I let her open the
Yeah,
door.
yeah,
And I just
yeah.
play gentleman,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Got to
yeah,
be that
yeah.
first, right?
See, this is the scariest thing though about it, especially when it is a good fucking friendship.
Yeah.
Y'all move into that realm and the shit don't work.
But what if it does?
I
And-
mean,
And
but what
it
if
don't.
it
And not only does it not work, but you do some effed up stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I'm your
yeah,
friend. I've been your
yeah.
friends for 10 years.
What
And
was
now
that,
you
and
get
And
me.
that's give you the motivation not to do it.
So there was a
Right.
show.
Right? You need that friendship though, Nick. You need
You need
that.
that- oh,
you need
absolutely.
that best friend.
Oh,
shit, right?
if
When you
my
look at
relationship,
old
it has
folks,
to be.
Do you
Yes.
see how motherfuckers around?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just them.
Yes.
Right?
And
Yeah.
that's why that friendship has to be there.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah.
Just
there.
need it.
That's true.
But there are some where, so I can't remember the name of this show. They was talking about Black Love or some shit like that. And they were interviewing different couples.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of them, I can't remember his name, but he said he had did his wife dirty. And he felt so bad because he said, I feel like I just shitted on my friend.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's my best friend and I shitted on her. Like, you know what I mean? So when you have that friendship,
You ain't always in love.
exactly,
Right?
Yeah.
exactly.
But that friendship,
exactly.
it kind of balance some shit. I might not love you, but I made
Exactly.
dinner. Hey, what you want
Exactly,
to eat? You know,
exactly,
it's,
exactly. But I know, and I have said this, I know that men there are some, not all, there are some that will sit and wait for that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And if that opportunity ever presents itself, it's going down. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I have one time years ago, I crossed that line with a friend and it fucked up the friendship.
Same.
It fucked up the friendship.
Same.
And
I
it's
had
like,
the same
damn.
the same experience.
And
yeah.
that was like, we was cool as shit. But now we can't even fucking speak to each other no more.
Yeah.
Like, you know
So
what I mean?
what expectation was it met? To mess
The
up the
commitment.
The
friendship.
loyalty,
Yeah.
the deceitfulness,
Mm-hmm.
the wanting to share after you knew I already told you I don't share.
I don't share.
But you
So
didn't
he
know that
tricked you.
as a friend? You don't know that he play around as a friend?
No, I didn't know that.
I
did not
either.
know
So
that.
he was an associate, not a friend.
we wasn't friends like with my homegirl, you know what I'm saying? But we were still friends where we had a mutual respect that I could call, we could talk, we could chop it up. I can, talk about, my situation, get advice and
He
things
never
like
talked
that.
about his situation?
No, because most of the time he would be in a relationship. So I thought he was a relationship type of dude. And then come over to me, it's all new type of stuff being introduced after.
She's like, hold on.
And the
dude.
crazy part is that I was like, hey, like, you sure you want to cross this line because I don't want to mess up our friendship.
And I think
we
that's
good,
the thing.
we good. Man,
Shit, how long had y'all been friends?
we have been friends for like 8 years.
Yeah, he been waiting 8 years to get that.
A nigga wait.
A
Yeah.
nigga will
20
wait.
years.
That's
Yeah,
just a
nigga be
cordial
like, yeah.
thing. Like,
A nigga
hey,
will wait.
hi. I could be cordial, but
Yeah.
that's it. Like, we
Yeah.
not cool.
Yeah.
We not cool.
It just ruined this friendship. And I think a lot of women are scared of that. I don't know if men have that issue or that fear, but a lot of women
Of
are
messing up the
scared.
friendship?
Yes.
Depends on how bad I really wanted you.
Okay.
Like, if I just wanted to hit, then it's going to be what it's going to be after.
But you would do that to somebody that you friends with?
That's why I asked you, were y'all friends or associates?
Okay.
So an associate, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe I was an associate.
I mean,
you know?
because so when I say that, right, and I say that jokingly, if it doesn't go well, I lose nothing. I don't have that much invested in this
Gotcha.
friendship.
Yeah.
So question. So the friends that you probably have hit,
Don't do that shit. Go ahead, though.
like you wasn't able to keep the friendship afterwards?
He said it was the associates.
We had a moment. I said friends.
Okay.
He said friends.
See?
Only one because, and that's the one when I said I did the LD.
Yeah.
Only one because
So it was you, not her.
Right. Right.
He took the blame.
Yeah. Only that one. But
Yeah. No,
it was
the
for the
reason
best
why I'm
that-
fucking with you because
Yeah.
normally the respect they have for you might have a moment, but you can still maintain that friendship.
Yeah.
You
No,
have a
no, no.
moment, right?
It did.
I have a
depend.
couple that I'm still cool with.
Yeah.
You know,
when
like
I
they
see them,
say, it's
all
not
love.
what you do, it's how you do it.
That's
Yeah.
the part.
Right?
Yeah, how
so
you
it just
did it. Yep.
depends on how you did that shit, right? Because
Absolutely.
there are times especially at this big age, we are grown enough to understand that everybody is not compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can try and just be like, you know what, we just don't work as a relationship, but we cool as friends. We are better as
We ain't
friends.
gotta fall out.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta fall out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you think you gonna play with me and then you lying and shit,
Well, it's not always
that's
about
not-
playing with you. Sometimes it's about I've been in this damn zone so long, and then once you want to bring me out, I don't even know if I really like you no
Yeah.
more like that. I'm gonna take the opportunity to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
yeah.
it's about, but I
Yeah.
may not even
Yeah.
really like you like
Yeah,
I liked
yeah,
you 8
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
You see
I
what I'm
can feel
saying?
And
you
then
on that one.
longevity is a lot with that, right?
Yeah.
Because you change in time.
Yes.
I'm not the
That's
same
true.
motherfucker. I
Right.
was.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to see how you actually dated. You know, I didn't get to see how you actually treated your ex or whatever. So
Yeah.
now, like even if somebody vouches for a person, you can't vouch for them in
Yes.
that aspect because you never dated
Yes.
them. You can only say, as far as I know, from a friendship point of view, this is what it is. You know,
And even what I've learned, you can't even really judge off their past, right?
That's
Because you
true,
could
too.
be like,
Absolutely, I
I
agree.
know he was married, he loved the shit out of his wife, so he come across as a type that love when he's in with his woman, he loves his woman. Well, that marriage could have fucked him
Yep.
up, and I don't know
Yeah.
about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so now this nigga is out here in the streets, and I'm like, oh
And that's
shit.
always on the outside looking in, right?
Yeah.
It's
we
always
don't
on the
live
outside.
in that
Yes,
household,
exactly.
right? So
Yeah.
Exactly.
whatever dynamic is going on there,
Exactly.
we on the outside. We don't
Exactly.
fucking know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. So you just really never know. But I will be honest. Like I said, I crossed that line before and I was in my 20s, right? So we were still young, right? But I've crossed that line before and it ruined the friendship. And it was just like, so ever since then, I've always been hesitant. And I know it's fucked up. Because like we talk about in dating, you want your mate to be
Your
that friend, that best friend that we can talk about anything. But it has fucked me up to the point to where it's like, I don't want to fuck up the friendship. So if y'all are super fucking cool,
don't do it. You say don't do it.
And like I said, my perspective was different.
Yours
Like,
is to do it.
Yeah, yours
Fuck
is to
yeah,
do
come
it.
on, I got you.
Yeah,
because
see,
I ain't gonna shit on you.
But then you get
Right?
to
I'm
see
not,
them.
though.
Oh, you're seeing the other side of them without them knowing,
Absolutely.
right? So it's kind of like you never want to go like straight in and just be like, okay, hey girl, I'm interested in you. Let me see what you about, and then get to know them that way.
You know,
That would be my way.
that would be the traditional way, right?
That would be my
But
way.
again, I said that we're dating out of tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Right? I don't even
Yeah.
get you don't even get to know it 2 months later. You
Right.
ain't smashed
That's
it. You ain't
facts.
spent all your money. Right? You ain't and you don't even like the motherfucker.
Yeah,
right?
but you're in control of what you put out there as an investment.
Well, and
That's
here's the
true,
other
too.
thing.
Yeah.
When
But
you are
expectations
friends,
with the dating, though, be
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and
But
I
y'all don't
get
invest
that
in
too.
everybody though. You know
No,
what I'm
we
saying?
don't.
You don't.
We don't, and then
don't.
you control that. You know what I'm saying?
You
If
do.
I'm just meeting you, we're not going to Ocean Prime.
Oh,
we're not
these niggas
going
be
to-
starting with the trick.
Yeah, we
I
not.
hear it all the time.
They're tricky.
But when they start with it, that should be a red flag to
Yeah.
y'all. Like, wait a minute, hold up. You know what, girl? Let's go to
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
You know, let's
Oh,
sit on the
absolutely.
patio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
that's
wasn't
up to
talking
y'all
about
too.
females, actually. I was talking about the niggas.
Yeah.
Start
They
with
lead
the
with
trick.
that.
Right, they lead with that.
They lead with that.
they lead with that, and then they set that expectation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you got social media
Yeah.
and this reality show
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's them late
Yeah.
bloomers. I
That's
keep
that
telling
late
y'all
bloomers.
about them late
Right.
bloomers.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
don't
late bloomers.
see as women, y'all don't understand it. I really think y'all don't understand it. If you take it to a high school perspective, right?
Mhm.
You knew the dudes in high school; they was cool in high school.
Mhm.
It's some of them dudes that was in that same class that you forgot about
Mhm.
that are now feeling like they're the fucking man,
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
and
absolutely.
they're acting like they're moving
Yeah,
around. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Yeah, so now, yes, they are hugging on everybody. Yes, they are buying all these drinks.
Yeah.
Yes, they are in everybody's face. Meanwhile, we in the cut looking like,
Like, we were doing this all our life.
Right.
This don't mean shit to me.
Right.
Oh, I definitely
I
get
seen
it.
Barack like on some shit like, hey,
Yeah.
how do you handle women?
Yeah.
It's like, look, I this came when I'm old.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
Like, this don't
yeah.
impress me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it don't impress me. Like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He was on TV.
yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
on TV. I'm always on the news.
yeah.
It don't mean nothing to me. It's
Right.
the
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly,
Right.
exactly,
mean,
exactly.
shit.
You know so that's a part of it too. That's why in dating you do have to get to know a person. You get to know their past, but people send their representatives.
But
People
you can
saying that-
but you can only have your representative there for so long.
long.
But there's levels to it.
Longevity.
Because some people can do it for a long time.
Yeah.
Before they
Longevity gonna
really show
expose it.
you.
They true colors.
But a
And
lot
you
of
like,
people, average people, they can only do it for a little while, like 4 months or something. But then we got the longevity people. They, baby, I can,
Yeah.
I can play like this person for
Forever.
years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those are con artists.
Those are con artists.
Yeah,
Facts.
they're running a con.
Right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So you have a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
Because no one, like you said, you have you represent. No one gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna cheat on
Yeah.
you. I'm
Yeah.
a dog you. I'm gonna
Right.
spit on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you got
Yeah.
some.
If they doing that, that's. I'm around good guys
If a
again.
man tell me that, like, no,
They know
No.
they're never gonna tell you.
But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But that's
They're
the
not gonna
whole
never come out.
intention. Because of whatever the fuck they've been through that
Yeah.
they have not healed from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you remind them of their past,
Mm-hmm.
and now they want to fuck you over instead of just going to get healed.
Yeah.
Now you know it's
that's
you
a
creating the
different
fucking
beast.
fight.
Yeah,
It's
that's a different
they out
beast.
here though. They out here. I was talking to Woo, they out here. I was talking to Keisha's daughter.
okay.
Get my hair done. So I'm in a suite with 20 somethings.
Okay.
Right? I said, I need to have y'all on a podcast so we can talk about dating from y'all perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And they all was like, woo. I said, damn, it ain't no better for y'all. They said, and I'm going to have them on here because we need to talk about this
Okay.
shit. It's fucked up out here. They said that men their age look at taking you out to eat as tricking.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
But I think it's because of right now there are so many women that's getting on those dating apps and they're only going on dates with men so that they can
Can't
get
go
a
get
meal.
a free meal.
Like women,
Which
there are
that's
women
how-
out
that
here
is
doing
crazy
that,
to me.
and so now you got men thinking like, well, I don't want her thinking I'm her meal ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Or you have the videos where this nigga took me to Applebee's. This nigga took me to the list
Cheesecake
of where
was
you
crazy.
can, the
Yeah,
Cheesecake
no,
Factory.
baby,
right.
I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory and getting me some cheesecake. Okay.
Well, see, at our age, you know,
Yeah.
I don't experience shit like that, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
women have experienced life. They ain't been through some shit. They know the struggle. They ain't on that bullshit.
Yes.
Right?
Dumb
Especially
shit.
our age.
No,
Like,
no, hold up now. Wait a minute. Our age is doing that, okay? Our
That's
age
true.
are doing
That's true.
that,
Some
okay?
of them are. They are.
It's
Some of
50-some
them
year
are.
old men
That's
just
right.
doing
Some
this
of them
like,
are.
dude, you know you're not going to be young forever. Like, at some point, something not going to work and you're going to be trying to act right and it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
What the women
yeah.
doing, Miss Green?
What the women doing? They doing the same things. It's women doing the same things. I could just
It
only speak
is.
as a woman from,
is.
you know.
So you're saying they're going to be doing it till they old, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about that, their neck going to start looking like theater curtains, right?
Apparently they don't think
Not
that.
theater curtains.
You
That's
ain't
so
gonna be able to pull
funny.
that
No,
shit.
but they don't think that like that. And I often wonder what is the thought process?
Did you just
Because
see the theater curtain?
right.
Yeah. This guy is good. This guy is good. I love this shit.
No, but I often think, what is the thought process behind this? Because we all are aging. God willing, we're going to still be here, but our body's going to change, right? And so you trying to do all of this shit, and I have heard some stories where some of them already can't perform. But you
Baby,
steady
once
trying
they
to perform
turn
without-
40,
you
I'm trying to tell
give
you, they start having issues. It's bendable.
But you out here trying to cheat.
What?
She said it's bendable.
Get us out of here. Get us out of here. Wrap this shit up.
Bendable?
We'll have them back.
That wasn't no.
That was so disrespectful. That shit was so disrespectful.
Bendable. I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
it starts early, you know, because it's so soft. It can bend, you know. It definitely can't get
did
where it needs
say
to
that. Listen, Nick at Night, we talk about no topic is taboo, baby. We talk about it all, and it does. Yeah, she's not lying. And then, but my thing is, when they trying to
What the fuck is
cheat,
going on right
you
now?
doing this shit with 3-4
Exactly.
women. Boy, go
You
sit your
doing
ass
this
down
and
somewhere.
you Pillsbury
You
soft,
letting everybody
Danny-
know. So everybody in the streets know that your shit is bendable.
Oh, you supposed to be the only one that knows it's bendable?
Yeah, now you ain't got to let everybody know your shit bendable. Go sit down somewhere. It's time to sit your ass
I thought
down.
we was wrapping it up.
I'm sorry.
I
She
don't
said
know.
bendable.
I don't
And
know.
baby,
But you see how she knew what I was
I
talking
knew exactly what you was talking about.
It took me a minute. I was like, okay, all right.
Wow.
And they be out here in these streets letting everybody know.
out in these streets. Like, sir, no,
Ain't no
go
way.
get
they
some medicine.
Listen, they got confidence now, right?
Where is the
back
ego?
in the day,
Yeah.
you're gonna get an old trick. They're gonna throw some talcum powder on them and put them to sleep, right? Now they got
There
medicine
is.
for
Yeah,
you.
they
You got to
get
come
some
over.
roses.
But they ain't taking it. They ain't taking it because they in denial about the situation.
But why
That's
why
terrible.
haven't you helped him with his eating habits and you know getting him right?
Well, is it easy to help a man eat right and get him right when it comes to that if he doesn't want to do that, you know?
I mean, are we?
Y'all are
It's
powerful.
hard.
I just want to
Y'all
know
are
why they be out
It
here
should be.
cheating.
We are definitely powerful.
Yeah.
Y'all control this whole
Yeah,
thing. Y'all
absolutely.
control.
No,
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
No, you gotta. At some point, you gotta start looking at your sisters. We're not going to do this shit. We're not. Y'all run this whole shit.
Y'all won't even go to the
serious?
doctor,
You
just-
and now you talking
No.
about we can get y'all to the gym
Y'all
and
are
get y'all
powerful.
eating right.
We
Y'all gotta
cannot.
stop.
Y'all are
Y'all
powerful.
gotta stop.
If y'all
It's the-
live
it's-
together, you
listen,
can cook
not
for
fuck
him.
living together. You don't gotta live together. It's what women allow as a whole.
You know what?
and you guys are split 50-50. Don't get me on this. I'll stand on this square, Nick.
listen,
You know I
'cause
will.
we was just on here talking about how women don't listen, and we was talking about Adam standing 10 toes down on his decision.
I was having fun.
I am a firm believer
Okay.
that we women have a whole lot of power.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
However,
A
a lot of y'all men don't. Y'all, I don't know what it is. It's just like
because some of your
I'm
sisters
just gonna
use
go
it for
against
evil.
you just to go against you.
Some of your sisters use it for evil. Use your power. for
Very
evil.
true.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
very
true.
It's
That's
not
true.
that I love my
That's
man
true.
and I want the best for him.
Yeah,
It's on some
I want to
manipulation.
manipulate.
Some of y'all
I want you to do what I
Some
want
of
you
y'all
to do.
want him to
Yeah.
get so goddamn big so you can cash in on that life insurance policy that we don't even know you
Ooh,
took
that-
out on.
No, you don't know nobody like that.
On that, we
Have
gonna
you
get
ever?
out of here.
Yeah. Leave it to Paul ass. Leave it to P, baby.
Dropping it.
Leave it to P. Y'all, this has been fun.
been
Thank
fun.
y'all for joining us.
Yeah.
We swayed off the topic, but we always do that shit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah,
start
yeah.
off with good intentions.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
And then we get to, because it's a lot of shit
I think
to
we
talk
had
about.
some
Yeah.
good talking
a lot of
points,
shit
though.
to Yes.
Nah, it was a good talking
Most
points.
definitely.
Yeah,
The most definitely.
Just when you put me in the friend zone,
Yeah.
just don't have fine friends.
Put me in.
No.
If you put me in the friend zone, you friend zone forever.
Don't have
by the
five
way,
friends.
if you put me in the
Don't have
friend
five
zone,
friends.
you friend zone forever.
That's good.
But how
Paul.
do you know if you're in a friend zone?
You'll
Unless
know.
You'll know.
You'll know.
It's that energy y'all give, right?
I just feel like, I don't know. I
It
just
be like,
feel like
hey,
men,
homie.
Yeah.
Right? It's that
Yeah.
energy.
The minute
know.
you call
do
me
that.
sus,
Yeah.
what's up, sus?
Yeah,
Oh,
but see-
baby, you're my brother forever.
Yeah, I'm only giving you
forever.
sis because you've already called me brother.
Right. You already put
Again,
it out
you
there. It's
control
no
this.
chance.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm accustomed to men coming at me, and
Yeah.
even if we are friends,
Yeah.
that man typically is like, "Hey, so I've been liking you, I've
Wait.
been watching you, I've been
Yeah.
like, oh,
I've been
So-
watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the moment you call me brother,
Right.
if I'm feeling you like that, I'm gonna tell you don't do that shit.
Right.
Don't put that label on me. You
Yeah.
crazy?
well,
We
for
like-
the record, I
yeah.
will never try to get out of the friend zone, because if he want me, he gonna come for me.
That's how he should do it, but
That's
they
how
not
it's
doing
gonna
that
be.
no
but
more.
And
you're
if they
a
don't,
female,
that's fine.
though. It's different for
Right,
you than
right.
it is for us.
If they
right?
don't, like my daddy say, stay over there with your little.
Yeah. Because y'all can pull
Scary
shit
ass.
that we can't.
If you too
right?
scared to come
Wow,
at
now
me,
he's- Stop. No, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop and we're gonna pick right back up on this shit. I don't mean to do this to you.
No, you're good.
Listen, family.
Yeah,
'cause
you're good.
She just
okay,
get us out
you
of here.
already know.
I'm on your
I love
ass on
y'all.
this
Make
next
sure
show.
y'all go follow
I'm
us on
on your
social
ass.
media.
All
Miss
right.
Nick at Night on all platforms. Pete, where can they
It's
find
the real
you?
P.I.G, Instagram, Lemonade, TikTok.
Nikisa.
At Nikisa Green.
A D-Gon 95 at Instagram, and a D-Gon, my last name.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. We'll see y'all next week. Love you. Bye.